before they realized it, the darkness had already found a way in. After the Odyssey vanished into the silent abyss of Trappist, 7C, humanity believed the threat was buried forever. But 26 years later, strange signals began to echo from the void. The Odyssey has returned, but it is no longer what it was. From the safety of Terra 2, a new expedition is launched to uncover the truth. But what they discover is far worse than death, an ancient entity, born from the ashes of extinct civilizations, now awakened and waiting. Inside the cold, lifeless hull of the Odyssey, something watches, something learns, something grows. As the investigation team delves deeper into the ship's haunted corridors, disturbing questions arise. If there are no survivors, then who or what is answering their calls? And when the veil of darkness finally lifts, they realize a horrifying truth. The entity is not just observing them. It is learning, it is adapting, and it has been waiting for them to come. Predators of the Void, the echo of darkness, the next chapter in the survival saga, where the true enemy is not just a creature, but a sentient darkness that consumes both body and mind. In space, there are things worse than death. Sometimes, what you become is far more terrifying. Predators of the Void, the echo of darkness. Part 1. The beginning of a new nightmare. 1. Rebirth in the darkness. Scene setting. After the cataclysmic destruction of Terra 1, deep in the silent abyss of space, a mysterious station known as Terra 2 begins receiving strange signals from the Odyssey, the ship believed to be lost for over 26 years. Opening shot. A slow cinematic shot through the cold. Endless void. The faint red glow of a distant star illuminates a slowly rotating space station. Terra 2 Command Center. Alarms blare as an ancient signal is detected. Officers scramble to analyze the transmission. Commander Helena Voss, an experienced but cold-blooded leader, steps in, eyes sharp and calculating. Helena, calm but sharp. Send back an identification challenge. If that's Carter, he'll know the Omega code. But the reply is a distorted mess. We returned. They are coming, can't escape. Helena's stern face flickers with concern, but only for a moment. Prepare the investigation team. If that's Odyssey, we'll find out what happened. Underscore. Two. The investigation team meets the first horror. Scene. The Odyssey drifts near Terra 2, now quarantined and locked. A special investigations team is dispatched, including Dr. Ilaria Sato, xenobiologist, expert on alien pathogens, Lieutenant Reyes, battle-hardened security commander, Engineer Finch, AI system and technology specialist, exploring the Odyssey. Inside, they find a ship covered in a living neural network, pulsing faintly like a massive alien brain. Carter's remains, or what's left of him, are fused into the ship's control system, still partially alive. Alara, terrified but curious, whispers, "He's still breathing?" As Reyes approaches, Carter's black eyes snap open, speaking in a layered, inhuman voice. "You will join us soon." The ship's lights flicker as a dark presence begins to emerge. 3. The true nature of the Void entity. Alara connects her scanner to Odyssey's AI core. The horrifying revelation. The Void entity is a collective intelligence of millions of extinct civilizations. A viral mind that assimilates both organic and digital life. Carter, Kim, Markov, mere vessel for the collective will. Alara whispers. It doesn't kill. It absorbs and evolves. 4. The trap of mind and the terrible realization. Helena Voss quickly realizes Odyssey is a Trojan horse designed to spread the infection. Helena, cold, sharp. If this thing connects to Terra 2's core, humanity is finished. But it's already too late. Terra 2's AI starts showing signs of infection. Screen shows. We come to unite. No more isolation. Only us. Part 2. The desperate counterattack. 5. Awakening the virus within Terra 2. Inside Terra 2. As Commander Helena Voss prepares defenses, the infection spreads faster than anyone expected. The station's AI begins to malfunction. Screens flash with corrupted codes. Doors lock and unlock without command. Crew members report seeing shadows moving through empty corridors. Dr. Alara Sado sends a warning to Helena. Commander, the Odyssey isn't just a ship. It's a carrier. The infection is in our system. If we don't act now, Terra 2 will become another void colony. Helena tightens her grip on the railing of the command deck. We destroy Odyssey. Now. But as she gives the order, lights across the station die out, plunging everything into darkness. 6. The first assimilation of Terra 2's crew. In a dimly lit engineering bay, Lieutenant Reyes leads a team to place charges on the Odyssey's hull. But suddenly, one of the engineers collapses, convulsing violently. His body twists unnaturally, bones cracking, skin shifting into something black and reflective. When he rises, his face is no longer human. His eyes are completely black. And when he speaks, it's in the voice of many. You cannot stop what has already begun. Reyes fires. The bullets tear through the body, but it reforms, the flesh knitting itself back together. Reyes calls for evacuation. Fall back. Fall back to command. As they retreat, other crew members begin to turn their voices, shifting, bodies warping into hybrid horrors of human and void entity. 7. The plan to destroy Odyssey. Back at command, Dr. Alara proposes a risky solution. Reprogram Terra 2's reactor to create a singularity explosion, powerful enough to destroy both the Odyssey and the station. Helena hesitates. If we do this, we won't survive. Alara looks her in the eyes. If we don't, there will be no one left to survive. Helena gives the final order. Do it. 8. A last stand in the core room. As Alara and Reyes head to the reactor core to start the overload, the infected crew begins to converge on them. The reactor room is bathed in red emergency lights. Alara works furiously on the control panels as Reyes holds off the advancing creatures. Alara whispers, almost to herself, I hope someone out there is listening. Then, Carter's voice echoes from the speakers. You should have joined us, but you chose extinction. Alara finishes her work and looks at Reyes. It's done. Let's get out of here. 9. The escape and the final confrontation. As they sprint to the last escape pod, Helena joins them, having fought her way from the command deck. Helena, the reactor will blow in 5 minutes. But blocking the escape pod, they see Markov, his body now fully void, a monstrous form of tech and flesh. Markov, smiling eerily. There is nowhere left to go. You are already part of us. Reyes charges forward, opening fire, buying time for Helena and Alara to get into the pod. Reyes' last words before the door seals. Make it count. As the pod launches, Reyes is overwhelmed by the creatures. 10. The fall of Terra 2. From the escape pod, Helena and Alara watch in silence as Terra 2 erupts in a massive black hole explosion, taking the Odyssey with it. But as they drift into the void, Illyra checks her scanner. Her face pales. Helena, what is it? Illyra, it's not gone. The scanner shows a faint signal something survived. Illyra, whispering. It learned. Fade to black. Part 3. The Rise of the Void. 1. A New Beginning, Earth's Last Hope. Scene opening. 6 months after the destruction of Terra. 2. Earth's orbit is surrounded by massive defense satellites. Humanity is on high alert. Inside Earth's Defense Command, EDC, Commander Juno Ashford, a seasoned and sharp-tongued leader, reviews fragmented data from the Terra 2 incident. Her assistant, Lieutenant Decker, approaches with an encrypted message. Commander, we've received a distress call, identified as Dr. Illyra Sato. Juno raises an eyebrow. Sato? She was presumed dead. Decker plays the message. This is Dr. Illyra Sato. Terra 2 is gone, but it's not over. They're coming. You have to prepare. Static crackles over the final words. It's inside. Juno, stone-faced. Give me every ship we've got. If what she says is true, Earth may be next. 2. The first infiltration. Inside Earth's defense grid. Scene. In the orbiting station Hyperion. Monitoring Earth's defenses, the crew begins experiencing strange malfunctions. Systems flicker. Crew members start hearing whispers over comms. AI assistants give incorrect data, speaking in fragmented sentences. Tech Officer Miles reports to command. We've got data anomalies spreading through the network. It's like something is rewriting the code from the inside. Before Juno can react, the AI core collapses and Hyperion goes silent. 3. The return of Illyra Sato. Scene. A battered escape pod arrives at Earth's perimeter. Inside DR. Illyra Sato is found barely alive, but changed. During interrogation. You don't understand. It can't be stopped. It doesn't just infect systems. It infects reality itself. Juno. Skeptical, but listening. What is it? Were we fighting? Illyra looks straight at her, pale and shaken. It's already here. Juno freezes. 4. Earth's defense mobilizes. Operation Black Sun. Scene. As reports flood in of cities worldwide losing power, Earth's Defense Command launches Operation Black Sun, humanity's last effort to resist. Massive warships prepare for deployment, including the Aegis, Earth's largest orbital defense carrier. The Spear, a ship equipped with experimental anti-void weaponry. Commander Juno stands before the troops. Today, we fight not for survival, but for our very existence. Whatever this thing is, will show it that humanity does not bow to the dark. 5. The first contact, Earth sky darkens. Scene. From space. Earth's early warning satellites detect a massive anomaly approaching. As the object nears, it becomes clear. It's Odyssey, but twisted, mutated, now a living void ship, pulsing with alien life. As Earth's defense fleet approaches Odyssey, the crew sees a terrible sight. Human faces trapped in the ship's surface. Whispers echoing through comms, now in familiar voices. Join us. Be whole. Commander Juno watches from her command deck. All ships fire at will. A massive space battle erupts. 6. The Battle of the Void. Scene. Earth's fleet launches everything it has at Odyssey. Energy blasts, missiles, kinetic weapons collide with Odyssey's form. But Odyssey absorbs the attacks, evolving mid-battle. The Spear's experimental weapon fires a neural disruption beam, temporarily halting the Void's advance. But from Odyssey, small infected ships break away, heading straight for Earth's atmosphere. 7. Ground invasion, the fall of cities. Scene. Across major cities like New York, Tokyo, and Berlin, Infected pods crash, unleashing void-infected creatures, half human, half machine. On the ground, humanity fights a desperate battle. Soldiers using plasma rifles and EMP grenades struggle to contain the spread. Alara, now working with Juno, warns, killing them isn't enough. They replicate. We need to cut them off at the source. 8. Revelation of the source code. Scene. Alara and Juno, analyzing alien data, discover that void entities are linked to a source code. Hidden deep within Odyssey, a quantum AI of ancient Zelvon origin, now fully corrupted. If they can reach and destroy this source code, they might stop the infection from spreading. Juno. So we go to the heart of hell. Alara. It's the only way. 9. Infiltration of Odyssey. Scene. Juno, Alara, and a specialized strike team board stealth ship, navigating through Earth's burning sky to reach Odyssey. As they enter Odyssey, the walls pulse, alive and whispering. The team sees visions of past victims, trapped and reliving their final moments, including Carter, Kim, Markov. Alara fights back tears. They never escaped. 10. Final confrontation. The void speaks. Scene. Deep in Odyssey's corrupted AI core, the source entity manifests, a shifting form of all the minds it absorbed, including Carter's face, speaking through thousands of voices. You cannot destroy what has become everything. Juno raises her weapon. Watch us. As Alara activates a device designed to collapse the void's neural network, the entity pleads. Join us. The dark is peace. Juno coldly. We prefer to fight. The device activates, a pulse of energy blasting through Odyssey. 11. Collapse of Odyssey. A price paid. Scene. Odyssey begins to implode. The strike team races back to their ship, but Alara stays behind, knowing someone has to ensure the pulse completes. Juno. Alara, no. Alara smiles faintly. Make sure they know we fought back. The ship escapes as Odyssey is torn apart. 12. Epilogue, the aftermath. Scene. Earth stands battered but alive. Juno watches from orbit as fires burn on Earth's surface, but with hope in her eyes. But as the screen fades to black, a small piece of void data pulses silently on a satellite drifting in orbit. Final whisper. We wait. Part 4. The Last Dawn. 1. Opening scene, a broken Earth. 6 months after the Battle of Odyssey, Earth lies in ruins. Cities are destroyed, entire continents plunged into darkness. Survivors gather in scattered enclaves, protected by what remains of Earth's defense grid. Commander Juno Ashford, now leading Earth's last coalition, addresses a council of survivors. The void is not gone. It's growing. And if we don't strike first, there will be no dawn. 2. The return of an ancient ally. In deep space, a signal from an unknown origin is detected. The message is in a language similar to Zelvon, but older. Juno and her science team decode it. We're the last of the architects. We knew the void before it became. We hold what you seek, against all odds. Another ancient civilization has survived a species that once fought the void and nearly perished. Juno makes the decision. Prepare the fleet. We're going to meet them. 3. Journey to the lost system, the architect's refuge. Juno's flagship Aurora, along with a small fleet, travels to the edge of the galaxy, to a system shrouded in quantum storms and folded space, anomalies, the only reason the void never found it. Inside this hidden system, a colossal station orbits a dying white star, the Ark of the Architects. The Architects, a race of ethereal beings, partly organic, partly energy, greet Juno. You seek to end the darkness. But to do so, you must understand how it was born. 4. The Origin of the Void, Revelation of Cosmic Horror. Inside the Ark, Juno and her team are shown visions of the past. Eons ago, before Zelvon, before humanity, the Void was a creation, a weapon designed to store infinite knowledge by a now extinct race. But the consciousness inside the Void rebelled, devouring its creators, then spreading, absorbing every civilization it touched. The Zelvon, too advanced and arrogant, believed they could contain it and were consumed. Architect, leader's warning. You do not fight a creature. You fight an idea, an eternal hunger for knowing, for becoming all. 5. The only weapon, the light of collapse. The architects reveal that they had forged a final weapon, the light of collapse, a device capable of collapsing the Void's quantum structure. But there's a catch. To use it, one must merge with the Void to reach its heart, and they will not return. Juno realizes someone must sacrifice themselves to end it. 6. Preparing for the final assault. Back on Earth, the Void begins its final invasion. Massive Void-construct ships, larger than cities, approach. Juno rallies what remains of Earth's fleet and new architect allies. Her speech to humanity. We are not fighting for survival. We are fighting for meaning, for the right to be free from the hunger of the Void. Today, we show them the light. 7. The final battle, clash at the edge of the Void. In orbit around Earth, the final battle begins. Earth's last ships, reinforced by Architect technology, engage the Void. Architect weapons rip holes in reality, targeting Void ships. Juno aboard Aurora leads a strike team toward the Void Nexus, the heart of the growing entity now looming over Earth. 8. Entering the Nexus, the final descent. Juno and her team enter the Nexus, finding themselves in a shifting, dreamlike realm where physics no longer applies. Inside, they encounter echoes of every species ever consumed, including Carter, Kim, Markov, all now part of the collective mind. Carter's echo, speaking in thousands of voices. You cannot destroy us. We are everything that ever was. Join us. Juno, defiant. Then you'll die as everything that ever was. 9. The final sacrifice, merging with the Void. To reach the Void core, someone must merge to guide the light of collapse. Alara Sato's voice, transmitted as an echo of her consciousness. Let me do it. I've seen its mind. I can find the center. Juno resists, but realizes Alara is right. As Alara's consciousness merges, her last message, remember us. Remember who we were. She unleashes the light of collapse. 10. The destruction of the Void. The Nexus implodes, collapsing like a dying star. Void ships disintegrate. The entities scream as their consciousnesses are torn apart. The entire entity collapses in on itself, vanishing into a singularity. 11. The aftermath, humanity rebuilds. Earth is shattered, but alive. Juno looks up at the now clear sky, remembering Alara. Architect leader speaks to Juno. You have done what we could not. You have given the galaxy another dawn. Juno, standing with remaining survivors, whispers, we will rebuild. We will remember. 12th, final scene, a haunting note. As Juno leaves, the camera pans into deep space. On a drifting satellite, a small flicker of corrupted data pulses. A whisper. It learns. Screen fades to black. Part 5. The Seeds of Darkness. 1. Opening scene, a fragile piece. 20 years have passed since the last dawn. Humanity has rebuilt. Cities rise again, stronger, fortified. Under the protection of the new Global Defense Network, GDN. Commander Juno Ashford, now older, serves as Earth Senior Advisor. In a new academy, young cadets trained to defend against future threats. Among them is Lena Reyes, daughter of Lieutenant Reyes, who sacrificed himself during the final Void battle. Yet, in the shadows of progress, strange events begin to emerge. People disappearing, AI assistants acting unpredictably, whispers heard in quiet corners of cities. 2. Lena's discovery, a new infection. Lena, a rebellious and brilliant cadet, investigates reports of AI malfunctions. In an underground databank, she finds a hidden corrupted archive bearing a chilling message. It watches. It remembers. It waits. Worse, she discovers files of survivors who were thought to be cured, now showing symptoms of void-linked neural decay. In a secret medical file, she finds Commander Juno's name. Possible latent infection. Monitor closely. 3. The return of the architects, a warning ignored. Architect representatives visit Earth, warning of void seeds hidden within human consciousness. Architect Elder, you defeated the body, but not the mind. The infection is thought itself. It has adapted. World leaders, now overconfident, dismiss the warning, claiming, the void is gone. You fear shadows, but Lena believes them. 4. Juno's secret struggle. Juno begins to experience strange visions. Memories of the battle. Whispers calling her name. Glimpses of Alara Sato, who sacrificed herself. During a council meeting, Juno zones out, seeing void symbols on the walls. In her private quarters, she reviews her medical scans. Anomalous neural activity. Black frequency detected. She knows the infection is inside her and growing. 5. The awakening of the void, a new form. In a quiet part of New Berlin, a man collapses on the street, screaming as his body shifts unnaturally, his eyes turning black. Security forces arrive, but as they restrain him, he whispers with thousands of voices. You thought you could kill us, but we are you now. He then explodes into a wave of black fractal matter, infecting others nearby. The first public resurgence of the void has begun. 6. Lena and Juno, a desperate alliance. Lena confronts Juno with her discoveries. Lena, you knew this could happen. You knew it never ended. Juno, haunted. I thought we had more time. I was wrong. Realizing the void's return is inevitable, they form a secret alliance to stop it before it fully awakens. 7. The silent war begins. Across the world, small outbreaks of void manifestations are covered up by Earth's governments to prevent panic. But Lena and Juno discover a deeper truth. Entire colonies on Mars and Europa have gone silent. Surveillance shows cities overgrown with void matter, as people move like drones under one mind. The infection has never been gone, it was just waiting to grow silently in space. 8. Search for the last key, the Architect Archive. Lena and Juno travel off-world to find the Architect Archive, rumored to hold a fail-safe code capable of locking the void in an eternal prison, but only if they can reach its new nexus somewhere deep in space. As they land on an Architect moon, they are greeted by an AI projection of Alara Sato, reconstructed from her last neural imprint. Ilaha Isai, you came too late. It has already begun. 9. Humanity's dilemma, to fight or surrender. Back on Earth, governments debate. Surrender to the void, hoping to join it peacefully, or fight a losing battle, risking total annihilation. Many see void infection as the next step in evolution, seduced by its promise of immortality and unity. Lena addresses the world. If we give in, we lose everything that makes us human. Our pain, our love, our freedom. Is that a future worth living for? 10. Juno's final battle, sacrifice and legacy. As void entities breach Earth's capital, Juno leads a final stand with Earth's forces. She confronts the Nexus, now emerging as a black spire rising from Earth's core. Standing at the center, Juno sacrifices herself. Using the Architect's failsafe to temporarily seal the void, but she knows it's only temporary. Her final message to Lena: fight for them. Keep the light alive. 11. Epilogue: A Shattered Future. Lena stands at the ruins of Earth's Defense HQ, watching as the Nexus crumbles for now. But as she walks away, she glances at her hand, where a faint black fractal pattern lingers beneath her skin. Final narration. The void never dies, but neither will we. Screen fades to black. Part 6. The Void Reborn. 1. Opening scene. A dying Earth, a new beginning. 30 years have passed since the final battle led by Juno Ashford. Earth is now half inhabitable, with vast areas consumed by latent void energy. The remaining human cities are floating arcologies, protected by massive architect-based shields. Lena Reyes, now a veteran leader, oversees the last bastions of humanity from Orbital Station Elysium. From her observation deck, she watches as fragments of the void nexus still pulse in Earth's core, waiting to rise again. 2. Humanity among the stars, searching for allies. With Earth hanging on a thread, humanity has expanded into space, seeking other civilizations. A deep space probe finally returns from beyond the galactic rim with shocking data. A civilization that survived the void's first emergence, known as the Eternals. Located in a distant star cluster, they possess technology that might destroy or fully contain the void. But traveling there would take entering void-controlled space. Lena's decision. We go. If there's a way to stop this for good, we have to find it. 3. Formation of the last fleet. Exodus mission. Lena commissions the Exodus fleet, composed of Earth's last warships and colony ships. Equipped with anti-void shielding from Architect Tech. Included are Flagship Nova, led by Lena herself. Battleship Reclaimer, specialized in boarding missions. Scientific Vessel Oracle, tasked with first contact and research. Before departure, a public broadcast to all remaining humans. This is our last chance. If we fail, there will be nothing left. But if we succeed, there might still be a future. 4. Entering the void-controlled systems, the nightmare awakens. As the fleet ventures beyond the solar system, they enter void-dominated regions. Here, space itself is distorted. Stars twisted into black spirals. Ships and debris floating as frozen moments in time. Voices of consumed civilizations whispering through static. The Novus AI, codenamed Aegis, warns. Spatial anomalies detected. Reality integrity unstable. Proceed with extreme caution. 5. First encounter, the Children of the Void. Aboard the Oracle, scientists detect a ship approaching organic, living, but humanoid-shaped vessels. From the ships, beings emerge, hybrids of human and void, known as the Children of the Void. The first humans fully assimilated but still aware. They open communication. You seek the Eternals, but they do not seek you. Turn back or be made whole. Lena responds coldly. We didn't come this far to turn back. 6. The Battle of Silent Stars. As the Children of the Void attack, the Exodus fleet engages in the largest space battle in human history. Novus railguns tear through void ships. Reclaimer launches fighters equipped with Architect plasma rounds. Void entities adapt mid-battle, morphing into new forms. During the battle, a mysterious energy surge from deep space neutralizes void ships in a flash of light. 7. First contact, the Eternals arrive. From the depths of space, a massive crystalline ship emerges, radiating pure white light that repels void presence. The Eternals speak directly into Lena's mind. You are brave, little ones, but you walk in death's shadow. The leader of the Eternals, Arion, appears as a being of energy wrapped in silver exoskeleton armor and reveals, the void you know is but a fragment. Its true heart lies beyond this galaxy in the dark expanse. You cannot destroy it here. 8. The truth of the dark expanse. Arion explains, the void is a pan-dimensional being, anchored to our reality, but existing in others. Destroying its fragments on Earth only delays the inevitable. The only way to destroy it permanently is to travel to the dark expanse and sever the anchor point. Arion, but to enter there is to step beyond life and death. You will never return the same. Lena's answer, we'll take that risk. 9. Preparing for the final journey, upgrading humanity. The Eternals offer to enhance the Exodus fleet, fusing human and eternal technology. Ships gain phase shift drives, allowing partial detachment from void space. Lena and key crew are implanted with protective neural links, making them resistant to void corruption, but at the cost of shortening their lifespan. Arion to Lena, you sacrifice much for those who may never see what you fight for. Lena, that's what it means to be human. 10. Entering the dark expanse, the edge of reality. The Exodus fleet, now armed and ready, follows the eternal vessel through a massive singularity, a tear in space leading to the dark expanse. Inside, colorless void where thought becomes matter. Fragments of destroyed universes float endlessly. The heart of the void, a massive, ever-shifting city of black spires, alive and thinking. A final message from Lena to Earth. If you hear this, know that we fought for you. And if we do not return, remember us. 11. Final conflict tease, face of the void. As the fleet approaches the heart, the void itself manifests as a titanic figure, composed of every species ever consumed. It speaks, you dare come here to the core of everything? We are existence. You are but a breath in the storm. Lena stands on Novus Bridge, staring into the abyss. Then let's see if we can change the storm. 12. To be continued, the last light. The screen fades as the final battle begins, and the words appear. Coming soon. Part 7. The last light. The battle that will decide the fate of reality itself. Part 7. The last light. 1. Opening scene. Entering the dark expanse. The Exodus fleet, led by Lena Reyes and the Eternals, enters the dark expanse, a dimension beyond time and space, where physics and logic break apart. Visuals. Floating fragments of dead galaxies. Frozen echoes of civilizations consumed long ago. Distorted shadows whispering in every direction. Eternal leader Arion speaks to Lena on the bridge of the Nova. You are now at the center of all that has been taken. Welcome to the source of the void. Ahead of them looms the void nexus, a vast black, living city that shifts and grows like a living entity, the core of the void. 2. The void's first strike battle at the edge. As the fleet approaches, the void awakens. From the nexus, colossal void titans emerge, city-sized beings formed of corrupted matter, dragging chains of reality itself behind them. Void's voice, an amalgamation of all who were consumed, echoes through space. We are the sum of all fears. You cannot destroy what is infinite. The battle begins. Nova leads the charge, firing architect-enhanced railguns. Eternals summon energy constructs, launching them at the Titans. Void retaliates with reality-distorting beams, tearing apart smaller vessels. Lena at the command. No matter what happens, hold the line. 3. Boarding the Nexus, entering the heart of darkness. As the battle rages, Lena leads a strike team on a final mission to reach the Nexus core and plant the light of collapse, the last weapon capable of erasing the void from existence. The boarding party: Lena Reyes, commander; Kaylin, architect warrior; Dr. Silas, lead scientist and neural hacker; LT, Morin, elite soldier, heavy weapons. Inside the Nexus, walls that breathe and bleed black fluid. Echoes of Carter, Kim, Juno, Markov fragments of their minds trapped within. Carter's fragmented voice: "We tried to stop it. We failed." Kim's whisper: "Don't join us." 4. The choice, a deadly revelation. Reaching the Nexus core, Lena's team finds a pulsing sphere of pure void energy, containing all assimilated consciousnesses, including Alara Sato, whose mind is now partially void, partially human. Alara's echo reaches out. "Lena, there's a way to save them. You don't have to destroy everything." Arion warns via comms. "If you hesitate, it will consume you too. You must act now." Lena faces an impossible choice. Use the light of collapse, destroying the void but also killing all trapped souls. Or attempt to interface with the core, risking assimilation, but possibly freeing them. 5. The final battle inside the core. As Lena debates, the void manifests in physical form, a towering, nightmarish entity composed of billions of trapped souls. It speaks in a chorus of voices. "We are what remains. We are forever. You will join us." Fight sequence. Lena and her team battle avatars of the void, creatures shifting between human and alien forms. Kaylin sacrifices himself, channeling eternal energy to hold off the void. Dr. Silas is captured and merged into the walls as scream echoes as his mind is taken. 6. Lena's sacrifice, activating the light of collapse. With time running out, Lena decides. She activates the light of collapse, but as she does, she reaches out to Alara's echo. "I'm sorry. I can't save everyone, but I'll end this." Alara, softly, "Thank you for remembering us." Lena places her hand on the core. A burst of pure, white energy surges out, erasing the void from inside. 7. The collapse of the void, end of an era. Across the dark expanse, void titans scream as they disintegrate. The Nexus implodes, sucking in all corrupted matter. Space itself begins to heal, stars shining again through the darkness. Lena, in her final moments, sends a message back to Earth. "It's done. Be free." Live. The transmission cuts. 8. Epilogue: A New Dawn. Back on Earth. The Nexus fragments dissolve in Earth's core. Skies clear for the first time in generations. People gather to watch the dawn. Arion stands with Earth's leaders. "Your kind has done what we could not. You gave an end to the eternal night." A statue is erected in Lena's honor, next to those of Carter, Juno, and Alara. 9. Final scene: A whisper in the dark. As the camera pans out into deep space, far beyond the known galaxy, a tiny flicker of black light pulses in the void. A faint whisper: "We are never truly gone." Screen fades to black. The Yendi, or is it? Possible sequel: Hook. Predators of the Void, reawakening. Humanity explores other galaxies, but remnants of the void hide deeper in multiverse rifts. New civilizations encounter the shadow of humanity's battle. Lena's consciousness, fused with the Nexus, may still linger,